well. That is also why we've gathered here. Come, raise your cups. This toast is not for bidding farewell to each other, but for honoring the soldiers
Apologies. My reckless plan must have put a lot of pressure on you.
Nonsense. If our positions were flipped, you'd support me no matter how reckless my plan was. Right?
Of course. But let's try not to be too reckless.
When you make a decision like this, people will always ask, was it worth it? And you will also forever question yourself. Do you know how you will answer that question?
I won't answer it. I will prove it.
That's right. My sword is my answer.
Thank you, Dan Feng. Thank you, Jing Yuan. Oh, thank you, Jing Liu. And thank you, Bai Heng, wherever you've run off to.
Ridiculous. How did you get drunk from spring water?
I'm just full of joy. It feels like I've just forged a divine weapon with masterful craftsmanship. I'd rather leave this world in a blaze than live until the end of time. That's what I always firmly believed in the past. But I never truly felt like I was alive until I met all of you. Now, I wish more than anything that I could just live a bit longer. No, pretend I didn't say that.
It's over. And you know exactly what happened to these 5 afterward. So, can you understand it now? After both he and March 7th have left you. Losing a dear friend with whom you've shared so much can never be considered a victory. It's a failure that torments you for the rest of your life. I could never accept that kind of fate.
So you made a decision.
I was the one who used the transmutation arcanum. I was the one who swore to bring Bai Heng back to life. And the one who brought everything past the point of no return. That was also me.
Do you have any regrets, Dan Feng?
Even if I could reverse time, I would not choose differently. And if it had been Jing Liu, Jing Yuan, or even Ying Xing who died in battle, I'd still choose to do the same thing. Because only I could make that choice and protect all of this. Now, for the sake of your companions, for the sake of those two who walk alongside you, how much are you willing to sacrifice, Dan Hong?
Everything.
Your answer does not surprise me.
They are more than just my companions. They are the path I took that led me to where I am now. So they will also be beacons for when I am lost, leading me to the future until my next reincarnation.
Then let me see how you'll carry out your convictions.
Let's leave this place and go settle things with that mad demigod.
Let them be a necessary sacrifice for the flame chase.
Seismic walking dragon. History shall remember you as a Titan Slayer!
see the destination that the destruction points to.
As expected, someone's...
It's you.
They are here, a scion of permanence. Terravox, let this memoria tide.
Be prepared for the worst, Lord Dunhung. This mountain dweller, Geocles the Mountain Breaker. Earth's Dromus Rider.
Mountain Breaker? He's...
I remember you, little fish, and
I didn't think you were still alive.
death is just a return to the earth for mountain dwellers. Thanks, I was able to come back to the mortal realm and keep watch over my dear friend, the earth demigod who was sacrificed to the flame-long scion. You are the most important offering in this ritual sacrifice. No matter how strong your will is, it will eventually be swallowed. We will use the permanence to awaken the fallen giant dragon and give the earth an everlasting body.
I see. So you pretended to be Terravox in order to lead us here into a trap.
If it weren't for the Imperator's tricks, the name Terravox would be shared between us anyway.
They made the right choice for Amphorius.
But the tomorrow you speak of only ever had a place for humans. Watch, my old friend! I will once again start a fire that burns away the chains that shackle us!
Why don't you leave this to me, Lord Dunhung?
No. Mountain Breaker, hero of the mountain dwellers. If I do not stay here and triumph over him, he will die an ugly death in delusions of the permanence. That should not be his destiny. And for the vicious beast that insists on obstructing the Astral Express and threatening the fate of the world, we've stood on the precipice countless times along this journey, forced to make difficult choices in the face of disaster. But this time, it's my turn to put some pressure on this world.
This feeling, this scene. All too similar.
To the soul!
You're a stubborn one.
Tomorrow! Insanity! To the soul! With this divine power, I reforge all things!
Time to cleanse the filth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
It's time to stop struggling, Geocles. Go to your death with dignity.
Before that, tell me, what kind of deal did you make with EVERKNIGHT?
That's...
Leave it to me. I'll recount the Earth's heaven and sever its deepest delusion.
Terravox, your body has become so...
Even mountain ranges grow old and eventually...
But I can hear the sound of blood still surging through your veins, fast and...
I suppose you are the true Earth demigod.
I am near my end, and the demigod title means nothing to me now. The being who stands here now is just the former comrade of the Mountain Breaker, and the traitor who abandoned him.
Traitor?
Terravox was once a member of Geocles' Dromus Legion. This force was famous for its skilled rider. Terravox himself was the Dromus King, the giant dragon who swore their life in the battle against Georios. The Imperator could not surmount this mountain, and thus had to break it from the inside. Terravox's betrayal was key to the Flame Chase Army's victory.
The age of the gods was coming to an end. Living beings had adapted to the changes amidst. Someone had to watch over the Earth, so I agreed to a deal. I would take the Titan's divine authority and sink into the cliffs, using my flesh and blood forged of stone to mend the There was one betrayal I could never forget. The Mountain Breaker refused to believe that was my choice, even till his dying breath.
So this is why you decided to conspire with EVERKNIGHT.
Time's strange visitor appeared before me. The great Geocles was able to be reborn as a memo sprite. He mumbled about the times we fought side by side. EVERKNIGHT did not ask for much in return. She only wished...
Since you're being so candid, does this mean...
For a beast on the brink of death.
I see.
This frail body bears the weight of all those I've betrayed in the unchanging path. Go, long Scion. That fiery blaze has already burned through Earth's protection, revealing the secret, the deepest depths in Amphorius, the great tomb where all the path, the one you seek, EVERKNIGHT, walked out of that place before her arrival.
In other words, that is the place where EVERKNIGHT came into being.
And it is also where she is now.
You sank willingly into the past, and now your memories have turned into this form.
At least I still remember, as long as I never...
Primitive and animalistic. Have you ever regretted anything?
The Earth is not a lonely island in the middle of the ocean. It is the sum of all the living things that stand on it. I have never regretted.
Then, a final question. Terravox, after all of this, how much are you willing to sacrifice for the power of the permanent?
Everything. My journey up to here has allowed me to fully understand my destiny. No matter how I struggle, the Earth will never be able to reach the stars. But my compatriots deserve to continue their struggle. At the end of my life, I want to make one last effort to give them a chance to move on to the future.
join me in rebelling against this unjust fate once more. Even if the world collapses, the earth must remain. Give me the core flame that burns within you, and allow this immortal body of the permanence.
Long Scion.
I won't give you empty promises. Allow me to answer your question from a different perspective. The permanence is the path that dragons trod, and eternity is life's deepest desire. If you entrust the Earth's living beings to me, with this body as an ark, I will deliver them to tomorrow for you. That tomorrow won't be the end of Amphorius' west wind, but a vast and boundless sea of stars. It's a future where all beings can trail.
In the veil of EVERKNIGHT's memories, you've always been someone with reservations. I misjudged your resolve. Behold, this core flame that burns, it tells me to commit one final act of treason. Entrust this heavy task to the trailblazers from beyond the sky. Let them tend to and thus bring the endless stream of life into the distant future.
I promise you, Terravox.
Good. When I hand over the divine authority, this place will fall to pieces. Are you prepared to hold up the sacred tree if it falls?
Of course.
Then free what remains of my body, and let me give you this flame that turned away from the flame chase. I now relinquish my duty as a demigod. You shall dig your own grave and burn in the furnace of rebellion. I only hope that, after all this time, Father will take me back into their heart.
Come, crouching beast, for the endless life of this world. Rise from your dormancy, and follow me as soaring dragons of the wilderness.
My final rebellion.
Fortunately, the worst did not come to pass. If your opponent had already turned into a vicious beast, whatever you did wouldn't weigh on your conscience. So what if that demigod had harbored ill intentions or vowed to fight to the death? Would you have pointed your spear at them and carved out the...
There's no point in discussing what-ifs. Though, I'm glad it didn't come. Regardless, I will attempt to join this game and become a part of the era. This is the only way I can face my friends and this world with it.
Now that things are settled between us, it's time for you and I to say goodbye. Everything that I left behind has faded away at this point. Go and march toward your own permanence. As for how to tame it, I'll leave that to you.
Thank you. We can't go back to the past and make better choices, but at least we can do better in the future. A dragon can only welcome new life by shedding away his old, scarred skin. For the first time in my life, I feel at ease.
This burning core flame. Is this what the destruction feels like? The light is unexpectedly warm. It's just like the fleeting moments when one wakes from a dream.
Farewell, Danfeng. Now, it's time for me to set out once more.
The final rebellion of Earth was to bestow trailblazing wings upon all living beings. The Terravox. This was probably the best path. Behind that scar lies what they called the deepest depths. The rising steam tells me that Greyfry is in there, but right now, he's trapped in a bottomless...
Is EVERKNIGHT with him?
I'm afraid I can't tell.
A scorching abyss. If I were to enter it alone, I'd almost certainly get lost. And Miss High Sealants, would you give me cover? I'll need to focus completely on what's ahead, and may not be able to pay attention to my surroundings.
What are you planning to do?
I'm going to continue where you left off.
The stranger snatched away the deliverer right before my eyes. I commanded the waters to surge after them, but layered cliffs blocked the water's current.
Times have changed. The cliffs are now in the palm of my hand.
Then I believe it's worth a shot. It's just... without absolute resolve, you still won't be able to pass through that Memoria tide, much less save someone from it. The search for Greyfry might stretch on like an EVERKNIGHT without end. Be careful. Wandering through time is no easy feat.
Don't worry, Lady High Sealants. Just as you kept your lonely vigil in the depths for 1,000 years, my determination to find him is even more unshakable than the earth itself. Ancient sacred tree, lend me your roots. With the core flame I carry, let me resonate with this land. With heaven and earth as my map, and time as my compass, I will find that one singular point. Even if I must cross every mountain and valley on my own 2 feet. I will bring you home. Circe's giant tree, witness to Amphorius. This time, I will follow its roots into the ancient earth until I find you. On this journey, I will become the bedrock of mountains and bear the cities above. With the currents, I merge into the tide, crashing upon the land's jagged reefs. I sweep across the nameless barrens, scattering endless snow and frost. Entwined in the cycle of day and night, into the deepest depths of this world, adrift in the darkness that was before all else. When can I lead you out of this maze? No. I can't do it with just my eyes alone. Maybe it was never me. Maybe it was always you who could set us free. Long time no see. Alright. Let's settle this and keep moving. That's where we will find our answers. Hey, Donham, wake up. 3 of a kind. 2 pair. Ace. Go. Finally. I found you.
Long time no see. Did you get taller?
While you were trapped, I experienced a lot. Thankfully, EVERKNIGHT did not try to stop me. Looks like we've managed to stay ahead of her this time. Rest assured, we won't abandon her. We'll all return to the Express together. No one will be left behind. You mean Mem? Sorry, I haven't seen her at all on this journey. Perhaps you were not the only one being held captive by EVERKNIGHT. They never once stopped worrying about us. About you, me, or Miss Himiko, Mr. Yang, Pom Pom, and even Sunday Black Swan and the two geniuses. I understand. Her power shouldn't be underestimated. It was only when I personally stepped into the maze of time that it suddenly struck me. I'll only warn you once. Leave her body now. I feel like I've seen these floating black things somewhere before. I had an unexpected encounter with her when I left Amphorius. Perhaps to avoid exposing her whereabouts, she stripped that memory from my mind. That power called Oblivion. It's just
Oblivion.
I know. Do you have any clues about the memories you may have lost? If I'm not mistaken, EVERKNIGHT's plan is to make you forget Amphorius, including the Chrysosaurs, who have journeyed. But it seems you still recognize Lady Hycelence.
If I made that much of an impression on little Grey Fry, then I am naturally delighted. But I fear your escape from that power they call Oblivion is thanks to someone else.
Nice to meet you. Or maybe I should ask, how have you been since we last saw each other?
Along with you, this little butterfly fish's memory was also salvaged from the depths, just as a pearl is cradled within its shell. The power of Thanatos surrounds you, shielding your soul from corrosion.
Miss Irene has spoken of you often to me. Though we never met in this life, I believe there's a kind of warmth that can transcend time itself. Through the endless flow of time, I guarded the secret passage between Styxia and the Vortex, and with all my might, I protected them. I apologize if that seemed improper. I understand that your mission is still unfinished. The path ahead is treacherous, and even though my body is bound to these dark currents, I'll do everything I can to watch over you both.
The little butterfly fish is right. There is still a pair of eyes watching from the shadows. Go forth, golden dragonfish. And you, deliverer. Go forth and illuminate the lightless.
I cannot thank you enough. Accept this promise from the Nameless. Amphorius will definitely...
Of course.
The Nameless will never stop.
Until all of us stand side by side.
At the end of the sea of flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation. If I hadn't met you at the end of the world, I would have thought Lady Trinan's prophecy was wrong. Goodbye. If I could, I'd want to stay a little longer, but Amphorius is yet to reach the end. Take all beautiful wishes with you. March forward with determination.
Go forth with courage, little Grey Fry. My ocean. You still remember how much I love fire and feasts. I'll raise a glass while I await you when we reunite in the ocean at the boundaries of this world. Let me play a song for you beneath the glow of fire.
This place was once Nestia's altar. Could the golden thread be leading us to the world's deepest secret? Is this a symbol in the shape of Amphorius? Where was it? Which Titan is this?
It's very similar. Yet...
That doesn't make sense. How could a world unless... The mural isn't a drawing of Amphorius, but rather someone saw the mural and shaped the world in its image. Could that someone be Xandar? No. His concession proves that this place where EVERKNIGHT is hiding must be a blind... I'm afraid not even Xandar knows about the existence of this great tomb, or the secrets buried within it. Best not to get carried away. For something to be hidden even from him, it must either be extraordinary, or this forbidden realm remains undetectable to Xandar, and even Fine and Stripe merely opened the entrance. It cannot be reached by the erudition, nor can it be erased by the destruction. Be careful. What lies... It's endless. It feels like we're plunging into an abyss.
I will walk to the end with all your wills.
the cost.
Is this also a blessing of the Trailblades?
Are those distant structures all entombed data? The whirlpool of remembrance. Bottomless and unfathomable. Behind this mist must be EVERKNIGHT's domain. Ready? Once we step inside, I'm afraid there'll be no turning back.
March 7th is surely waiting to see us again. Let's go.
This maze is full of memory loss.
Your voice sounds different from usual. I only hear a hint of curiosity. The rest is all fear. Beautiful. I know exactly where that fear comes from. The EVERKNIGHT is a mimetic entity's natural nemesis. They will swallow you whole. I am the garden's enemy. I have never denied that fact.
I have to say, Miss EVERKNIGHT, you've certainly got a unique way of... At least she's still willing to talk. Is it because I disobeyed the garden's rules?
No. I don't think you do.
It's not very elegant to spy on someone's well, before you get rid of this beautiful memo keeper, the least you could do is answer.
Why should I do that? So you can buy more time and send a message.
And here I thought you were already watching my companion's every move.
I am. Earth's stirrings have ceased. They have defeated Terravox and are heading here as we speak.
Don't tell me that's part of your plan, too.
It's not, but I'll make good use of it. Fighting alone against an entire world, even I might miss something. Just like right now. How I've decided to let you go. I like you, little bird. Your longing for memories remains pure. Unlike those memo snatchers, your most precious quality is how you've yet to be tainted by the garden's dark.
I'll take that as a compliment. But I still don't understand why you've kidnapped me here.
Well, seeing is believing. So, why don't we take a stroll together? This ruin buried deep underground is called the Kernel. in the language of erudition. But I gave it a friendlier name. The Heart of Amphorius. The great tomb of the Nameless Titan.
The Nameless Titan.
You'll see with your own eyes just how important the remembrance has been in this world. And how we will stir up the waves of oblivion.
You've been hiding here all this time.
That's right. Curious about how I discovered this place? It's not actually all that complicated. The road we just walked.
The beginning?
Do you still remember how 3 paths are said to intertwine in Amphorius? That 3 entities, each comparable to an emanator.
There's Xandar, Iron Tomb.
That's right. To this day, there have been no signs of the entity corresponding to the remembrance. The Garden of Recollection was curious about that too. So the Memo Snatchers spent an unimaginably long time chiseling out a tiny channel to peek into this world. But there was always a power in the memory zone that kept them out. And when March 7th's consciousness was seized, it was a ripple of the remembrance that protected her and sent her in here.
Can I assume then that this hypothetical emanator of remembrance was consistently protecting this world from the Garden's eyes until the...
That's correct. You're a smart one.
But why?
Go see for yourself, little bird. This gate is really impressive.
These are March 7th.
Didn't move at all, huh? I just got a journey of 1,000 miles stopped at the door? That's terrible!
Is she stuck?
Keep watching.
Warning. Object does not have access permission.
What? Did I touch something I shouldn't have?
Execute formatting protocol.
What's going on?
Warning. Illegal operations detected. Warning. Illegal operations.
Hey! Don't just activate like that! Oh, how do I stop?
Warning. Warning. Operation authorized. Protocol back.
Huh?
Finally, it stopped. Wait. Did you just mention his name? He's barely spent any time in Amphorius and he's already famous? I don't know what you're saying. Let's not speak in riddles, alright? Why don't we start with an introduction? I'm March 7th, and I'm that person's companion. Sorry I accidentally ended up
Establishing communications.
Communications? Oh, does this mean I finally get to talk to someone real?
Channel established. Proceeding to encapsulate.
Whoa, wait. What? Encapsulate?
Encapsulation complete. And transmission destination.
Huh? What's going on? My body!
The memory stopped so suddenly.
She was already lying in the abyss of fate the next time she woke up. And Orynyx was calling her mother.
Mother?
Maybe that's just how the Titan calls all Remembrance Pathstriders. Like how they call Thule Skyfather.
So March 7th had already brushed against the inner workings of this world at the beginning of her journey. That warning in her memories must have been the Scepter's safety protocol. didn't mention the Trailblazer. March 7th should have entered Amphorius long before he and Don...
An inexplicable contradiction, isn't it? Let's put that aside for now. The protocol didn't kill March 7th. Instead, it threw her deep into extrapolations. Over the next 97 days, the two of us, trailblazed through Amphorius as mimetic entities as she evaded the administrator's pursuit.
It must have been a difficult and lonely journey for her.
Yes. No one could see March 7th. She didn't belong to Amphorius's memories, so she could only watch this world from the sidelines, like a transparent shadow.
Then when did you appear?
On the day that she ran out of options. March 7th tried so many things to help her companions, but the only outcome of her efforts was a few Amphorian folktales. In the end, she had only one option left. Just as she wished, I erased everything using the power of oblivion. Then I protected him and Don Hung, and made sure that they were spared from the Memo Snatcher's clutches when...
And you've been hiding in the shadows ever since, while manipulating time and colluding with Earth, all the way till now.
A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. The story of the remember. Why don't we step into it together and witness how, in a blank space of time, another futile journey across 30 million lifetimes was forgotten by this world.
I thought EVERKNIGHT would have done something to stop us, but it's been smooth sailing the whole way through. Are you ready? I'm going to open this door. Absolute silence. I know. Duck behind me if anything happens, okay? Three, 2, 1.
Warning. Object does not have access permission.
That means we're in the right place.
Warning. Warning. Warning.
Get ready. Incoming.
Welcome back.
What?
I'll be waiting for you.
It mentioned your name.
Like the first time I opened as I've written. Thankfully, EVERKNIGHT didn't take that book.
Operation authorized. Protocol name.
The seal's gone. Didn't think this book would have a use here.
Hi. Miss me yet?
I'm just messing with you. This is the first time I have met you.
Executing protocol. Format object. Formatting progress. 0.015%.
And it looks like it'll also be the last.
Something's wrong. She's not talking to us. She's not. Could she be a Cyrene from the past?
Formatting progress. 23.
Since we don't have all day, let's get started, shall we? As always, I'll read this book to you. That way it won't just be Cyrene's memories alone.
Formatting progress.
Where should I start this time? There. Shall we start with the Helcolithist sage Midamos and the king's aegis?
Formatting complete.
What? Did you hear that? This is obviously not the history we know. It might be one of the possibilities in the 30s. Cyrene should have died at the start of every recurrence. So why is she here? And that book she mentioned. That's very likely. Let's try copying what she did.
Accessing. Recurrence number 335503337. Access failed. Error code Gamma 1.
And that's it. As I've written is definitely connected with this great tomb. Probably referring to the eternal recurrences. It also proves the previous hypothesis that this place is outside of Amphorius' cycles. There are 12 chapters in As I've Written. Correspond. Maybe the nameless recollections match these runes.
Ugris 504. Downloaded.
As expected, the data stream flew into the crystal in the middle. It's absorbing the memories in the book in this manner.
30 million departures. 30 million shatterings. And the beginning of 30 million flame chase journeys. Fate betrayed Trebios, but she was never betrayed by humanity.
Desolate. What exactly is it?
I've appraised it all. And the thanks.
You must be very familiar with the story of time now. So why don't we leave some pages for the heroes instead?
Is this also a blessing of the Trailblades?
Uplotis 405. Downloaded. India 093. Downloaded. Scopeo 365. Downloaded. Branch number 1. Archiving. Object recurrence number 335503337. Progress 13.13. 1%.
There's a notch in the terminal that's just the right size for this book.
Branch number 1. Archived. Encapsulating encryption key.
I see. This As I've Written book is a data terminal that has been modified by the remembrance. It might have looked like Cyrene was reading a story, but she was actually carrying out a data transfer. Right. That's a more direct way to think about it. No wonder these facilities are reacting to it. This book is a key. But Cyrene could never have known about the truth regarding the scepter. So where did she get this key? Xandar likely has nothing to do with this tomb. Do you remember? During her brief existence, Cyrene once encountered a certain Eon.
Yeah. So, I can only place my hopes on that child and the god behind Orynyx that appeared in that.
It's no secret that Orynyx and Fuli are related. That Eon also appeared when you and we still don't know the role they play in Amphorius. But if Cyrene accidentally stepped onto the
Encryption key encapsulation.
If my hypothesis holds. Be careful. Everknight's eyes are everywhere. Don't get too far from me. The chronocognitive What is this? It's hard to believe. So many countless storage arrays. This would even rival the cyber prison of Inupis.
Look, what a magnificent sight. Even this classical world contains a futurist. Would ID Cilicii end up looking like this after a few thousand years?
Executing protocol. Formatting progress.
It's always so on time. It's okay, I get it. It's just trying to remind me how precious time is. I want to share a story with you this time. It was incredible. I forgot all my pains at that moment, and I wonder, did every Cyrene in the past, would they also have recorded that scene into the Eternal Saga? So, could you give me more time, please? I want to...
Formatting complete.
As I expected. The answer is an Eon appearing in her dreams, 3 paths intertwining in M4. I have reasons to suspect that Fuli's gaze once swept over this world before the scepter completely fell into destruction. And that Cyrene bathed. Humanity cannot judge Eon. That's to be expected. The various factions are only followers of their Eon, but there's still something I don't understand. According to Black Swan, the garden is internally fractured, And there's a party that craves the memory of an eon's fall. They would do anything to achieve that goal. Yet, I feel as though those memo snatchers didn't try to stop us at all. Instead, it feels like they were trying to cover something up. Most of the time, a gaze is simply a natural phenomenon, though some Pathstriders regard it as a supreme honor. An emanator, however, must possess power granted by an eon's blessing. I know what you're thinking. That theoretical emanator of remembrance remains. Yes, we're thinking the same thing. Legend says that Fuli sits in meditation in the Anasrava Pure Land. If this sealed-off world is... and this mechanism was It's that ceremonial blade.
Now, I can say with certainty, time is the page on which that eon records Amphorius. If it fades from existence, and all that it records is lost among the stars, that eon will surely direct their gaze here. And it will be a glance that spans time and space, transforming each incarnation of me into the power you shall wield to reset time, imbuing my...
The ceremonial blade killed Cyrene at the start of every recurrence, and at the end of every journey, Cyrene's soul took the extrapolated memories stored within the blade and buried them in this great tomb. That's how the memories of Amphorius transcended the loop and were continuously stored, while the scepter had to revert its progress over and over again because of loss in its logic. Fuli's blessing will not...
I knew their gaze never... As long as I record every... Amphorius won't be forgotten.
Cyrene encountered the Eon's gaze and regarded them as the hope to continue hope. As to why she insisted on keeping her human form and offering the memories through reading a story, it might have been the only way for her to maintain her sense of humanity. And even though... Right. Based on the runes on the floor, the encryption... There are 3 keys in total. I'll leave it to you.
You never say anything, but I know you're listening. Every story I've told is... It's like a little key that opened a door in your heart, no?
The path has appeared. Go!
Then, The sky sent down rainbows and showed
Formatting progress 93.998%.
Looks like it's time to say goodbye again. Before I was even aware of it, this book had already recorded too many emotions. I've started to feel uneasy whenever I take it into my hands. Where did the very first ripples want these
Formatting progress 94.423%.
How many times has it been? It faithfully fulfills its duty, activating and formatting. Never changing, like the fate of the flame chip. I can only write the same ending, just an overly night.
Formatting progress, process error. Process error.
Really? Are you... Thank you for listening to me.
Formatting complete.
The endless cycle, like Aslana. Indeed. But I thought it was an Eon at first. Maybe she's talking to her imagination? No matter who that listener is, Cyrene's storytelling is just a data stream for the Sept. Maybe she thought...
Accessing recurrence number 335503337.
Once again, Castor is offered her final embrace to death. And from then on, she started another lonesome watch. How wonderful would it be for someone to give her a real hug?
Epi-Ikia 216 downloaded.
Devious cat. The trickery that fooled the entire world. No matter how her identity changes.
The hand of Zagreus. Seems like we'll need it here. Maybe the rune will only be completed after the modules are inserted into the slot.
Orexis 945 downloaded.
Is this also a blessing of the Trailblades?
Midamos's road of strife once again reached its glorious and lonely end. As always.
Access denied.
We were denied access. Memories about strife are always so defiant and resistant. A fight is unavoidable.
Warning. Illegal operations detected. Warning. Illegal operations detected.
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Time to cleanse the filth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
I'm fine. Insanity. To the soul.
Be of your body and mind.
Amphorius will welcome true dawn.
Polemos 600. Eleos 252 downloaded. Branch number 2 archiving. Object recurrence number 3355037. Progress 31.313%.
Nice. Let's go encapsulate the encryption key.
Branch number 2 archived. Encapsulating encryption key.
I've been wondering, could all the memories we've encountered on the way be EVERKNIGHT's traps? She still hasn't shown herself. That's very suspicious. But I can't think of a good reason for her to do that. I can only surmise that she's either still waiting or someone's holding her back.
Encryption key encapsulation complete.
Let's keep observing. Every ripple of these memories could potentially reveal to us EVERKNIGHT's true goal. Let's go back and use the encryption key to open a new path.
Reminds me of when I was studying at the Grove.
Go upload the encryption key, just like last time.
What could be behind this door? Glittering crystals? Or a beautiful world I've never seen before? If I tell you all the stories of tomorrow, will I be able to finally welcome the Deliverer and Emphorius' dawn in the next life?
The third encryption key belongs to the ocean. Let's get going.
In the end, the gentle rainbow covered the sky. Whether in the past, present, or future, Hyacinthia will always illuminate the glimmering light in people's hearts.
I will walk.
Memories appeared this time. It's a huge fan. Use the chrono vessel over there to stop it.
I will walk to the end with all your wills. No matter the cost.
In the end, the fish returned to the ocean, her home where there was nothing left. For the sake of the future, she guarded the vortex at the end of the deep sea, until the very last moment.
Look! She's over there. Cyrene. There really is no end to her perseverance.
Once again, the saga comes to an end. Everything is deathly silent, just like this very moment. It's another cycle of new beginnings. Now that I look back, there was a period when I got really sentimental. I was so anxious, trying to find as many different memories as possible, hoping to bring some change to this unchanging destiny and find the way out of this maze. But I won't do that anymore now.
Formatting progress 73.998%. Process error. Analyzing. Formatting progress 75.012. Process error. Analyzing.
No need to feel sorry for me. If there are no new blank spaces, how can a saga continue? I'm actually really lucky, you know? Look at these memories I brought to you. They once existed, once sparkled under the sun. And now I can see through your eyes that they are still Isn't that already enough? Now, I can rest in peace. As for when tomorrow will come, I'll have to ask the next Cyrene to continue our watch.
Formatting complete.
Her transformation is painful to watch. Cyrene was always there during the 30 million recurrences. She recorded the Flame Chase journey in her own way on the reverse side of this. I'm increasingly certain that her audience and companion isn't the deepest ruin in Amphorius. At the great tomb where the pasts of all worlds are buried. Who exactly is its master?
Accessing recurrence number 335503337.
Anaxagoras once again completed the proof with his life. His answer was so complete. All he was missing was a last variable from beyond the sky.
Schema 720 downloaded.
World-bearing. This divine authority is so heavy that I do not know how I can even tell its story.
Nikos 496 downloaded.
Romance, in warm gold, forged the long staircase for humanity. How wonderful it would be if she could witness the dawn with
The runes on the fan. We need to use the chrono vessel to stop it first.
Carlos 618 downloaded. Aporia 432 downloaded. Branch number 3 archiving. Object recurrence number 335503337. Progress 13.131%.
That's the last encryption key.
Branch number 3 archived. Encapsulating encryption key. Encryption key encapsulation complete.
It's time to go back and activate the system in the middle of the Great Tomb.
I will walk.
The third encryption key. And the final piece of the puzzle. I pray that you can dispel all the mysteries and lead us into the deepest bowels of this world.
Someone once told the very first me that everything was false. That the only life in Amphorius was a great catastrophe, nurtured using the world as a